You know, when you accidentally touch a hot wok, the reaction is just instant.
Yeah.
Pull your hand back, right. It makes sense. It is totally proportional. But what about when a minor hiccup at work, like a tiny typo, makes you feel like, I don't know, the entire building is on fire?
Yeah, the math just doesn't add up there. The situation is maybe a 2 out of 10, but your panic hits a solid 10.
Exactly. So welcome to today's deep dive. We are exploring why you sometimes react with this intense fear or anger to very mild situations. And to figure this out, we are looking at some brilliant insights from the MindfulGym program.
Right. And it is such a fantastic framework. Dr. Phang, who's a Malaysian consultant psychiatrist, created it to take mindfulness out of the quiet meditation retreat.
Yeah, it is not just sitting around in silence.
No, exactly. He turned it into a highly practical, everyday life skill, totally customized for our busy, multi-ethnic community here in Malaysia.
So let's look at what is really happening during these overreactions. I mean, imagine you were at the office, your boss gives you a very mild reprimand. Maybe they just point out a formatting error in your presentation or
A
something.
very standard Tuesday. Right.
Right. But suddenly, your heart is pounding. You feel this overwhelming rush of panic, exactly like when you were a little kid facing a really harsh scolding.
It is incredibly common, actually. You are experiencing what Mindful Jim calls part 7 of the mindful mirror. You are looking at your current reaction, but the reflection staring back is actually a past experience.
Oh, wow. So it is like wearing haunted glasses.
Yes, I love that analogy.
Like the lenses are tinted by old wounds, making today's minor speed bumps look like terrifying ghosts.
And that perfectly explains why two colleagues can face the exact same stressful situation, say a really demanding, angry client, but they react completely differently.
Because of the glasses.
Exactly. One person just sees an angry client they need to manage. But the person wearing the haunted glasses, well, they see a massive threat to their entire identity.
Right, because the brain is essentially hijacking a present-day typo to process an unresolved childhood scolding. I mean, the situation is happening now, but the emotional coloring is from years ago.
Spot on. The trigger is new, but the ammunition is old.
Okay, but let me play devil's advocate for a second here. Isn't it smart to use our past to protect ourselves? We have that old saying, you know, once bitten, twice shy.
Right, of course.
So if I have been burned before, isn't my brain just doing its job by screaming danger?
Well, there is a vital difference between learning a wise lesson and letting an invisible ghost dictate your current reality.
Wait, say more about that. What is the difference?
So double-checking your work, because you made a mistake before, is a useful protective lesson. But having a full-blown panic attack over a typo, that is distortion.
Ah, I see. So it is not about ignoring the past at all.
Not at all. It is about recognizing when the past is actively distorting the present. When you realize you are wearing these haunted glasses, you don't necessarily need to rip them off in denial.
You just acknowledged the tint.
Exactly. You tell yourself, hey, these lenses are coloring things. That raging fire I am seeing is actually just a tiny spark.
That is so powerful. But how do we actually do that when we are freaking out?
This is where self-compassion comes in. Usually when we overreact, we spiral into self-blame, right? We ask, what is wrong with me?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Like, why am I so weak?
Right. But Mindful Jim suggests swapping that to gently asking, what is happening in me?
Just changing wrong with me to happening in me. That is subtle. Does that actually help in the heat of the moment?
It really does. By asking what is happening in me, you are forcing your brain to switch from the emotional panic center to the logical observation center.
Wow, so it is basically a cognitive break?
Exactly. You aren't just being nice to yourself. You are literally changing which part of your brain is driving the bus, which de-escalates your nervous system.
So you step out of a panic and become the observer. That is a total game changer for how we handle stress. So the 3 big takeaways here are, first, past scars act like these haunted glasses that distort our present reality.
Second, that mindful mirror tool helps us understand our reactions with kindness instead of harsh self-blame.
And third, recognizing these ghosts allows us to finally respond to the present moment and not the past.
Which gives you your power back.
So here is our call to action for you listening. The next time you feel a 10 out of 10 panic for a 2 out of 10 problem, just hit pause. Check if you are wearing your haunted glasses. Take a breath and ask, what is happening in me?
Such a simple but profound shift.
Definitely. But before we go, consider this one last thought. We have talked a lot about your own haunted glasses today. But if your past secretly colors your present, well, what kind of haunted glasses might the difficult people in your life be wearing right now?
Oh, that is a deep one.
Right. Think about it. We will catch you on the next deep dive.